morning. Welcome everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 5th of September. Now, I am here with my dog guys, so fingers crossed I don't get too interrupted. I've got Sprocket here and Sophie's just over the back there. You can just see her. Sophie, can you say hello to everybody with your tail, Sophie? Sophie, say hello. Oh, we know that tail's got a mind of its own, hasn't it? That's how Sophie talks through her tail. Oh, welcome if you are new. Oh, what have we got today? A little bit of admin. Oh, don't forget to subscribe if you would like to, guys, because we know that I don't have many subscribers. I seem to be stuck on the same number for the last pretty much 3-4 years. Also hit those like buttons, guys, and please feel free to comment down below. I do get back to your comments. It takes me a day or two. Sometimes YouTube will take them away. I have to go searching, and even then sometimes they still take them further away that they come back after 6 months or a year. So apologies if I don't reply because I've just not seen your video. Oh yes, bit of admin, of course there is. We're still getting the yes vote paraphernalia in the mailbox. It's time to recognise Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples in the Constitution through a voice. And we know they're all using the John Farnham. Yes, here's the pamphlets. More money, more taxpayer money being spent on the yes vote. Not a lot being spent on the no vote, though. Isn't that funny? All our taxpayer money going on the yes vote, which, as we know here, is a giant land grab and there'll be nothing in it for the Indigenous people. But we know people are going to fall for it. You know, still getting all the crap in the mail, guys, so I'm already over it. I think the vote is October the 14th, guys, so make sure you have your say. Fingers, it's not too rigged. And Elbow is still pushing it here in Australia. Things are never as they appear, as we know on this channel. The BS detectors know there's always more to the story, isn't there, guys? One more thing I just have to share with you today. You know how the last week or two we've been talking a lot about the Tin Man energy. I was comparing us to the Tin Man out of the Wizard of Oz and how our joints are a little creaky and we need to get some oil squeezed into our joints and lubricate our joints. Well, I was in Woolies the other day shopping with my daughter and they had all the little spring garden ornaments out. And look what I found. The Tin Man. The Tin Man. Oh, I thought it was so cute. I had to get it. I can put it in my garden. How's that, Louise? We got a Tin Man. But I just thought of us and the Wizard of Oz and the whole Tin Man thing. It's so cute, isn't it? So I had to get it because we're moving out of this stage. This is moving from the 3D into the 5D, guys. We're going to become more... we're going to put the WD-40 or the oil and get it into our joints and get ourselves moving forward. But I just had to share it because I thought it was so cute. So I had to buy it because it was right in front of my face. I manifested a little Tin Man, which is currently the way a lot of us are feeling at the moment with our little body aches and pains. So we need to get moving forward, guys. This is a clear message now that we really do have to start moving through these phases. Also, guys, I just wanted to give you a little shout out and warning. We keep talking about these people waking up in their beast mode. They're angry. They're getting aggressive. We know they are. And really important to protect your energy and steer clear. I had someone this morning at my coffee shop. Not the people I sit with. It was someone else. And they were in a really, really strange mood. I felt it. I knew it wasn't about me or the issue they were talking about, but it was kind of half directed at me, but it wasn't to do with me. But the energy that came with it was was overwhelming. I had to get out of there. I actually, I had to move right away because I could feel myself getting, whoo, you know how you get that feeling in your chest, being empaths, intuitives that we are. We pick people's energy up. Really look after yourselves, guys, and get out of there. Bolt, run away. We've had that a bit. Run away. Just keep running away. This is happening, guys. People's energy is shifting because a lot of people, like I keep saying, are coming off their locked in home loans. They're going on to variable. People's lives are getting out of control. They're realizing, people waking up, not you if you're watching my channel, that their lives are being destroyed by their governments. They're being taken down to nothing. Life isn't full of joy and wonder like it used to be for a lot of these people because they've got to create it back into their life as we did. But they're really hostile. Be warned, because I've experienced it this morning, guys, and the energy wasn't nice. It was nasty. It was nasty. It was nasty, and it wasn't mine, so I like exited the building. But it's almost like they want to put it onto you and direct it onto you, even though it's nothing to do with you. Like, we recognize it because we're awake and we go, ooh, you got your own crap to deal with, we ain't going there. But they will try and vent things onto you because they don't like how they're feeling inside. So be very careful. I did experience it this morning, but I moved away very, very fast. I got my coffee and I'd gone. I was out of there. The road runner. Like the Blade Runners, but I was like the road runner. Beep, beep. I was out of there. I recognised it as soon as it started happening. As soon as that person started to rise up in their pain body, I recognised it very quickly. So be on high alert, guys. Have your little, I always talk about the little antenna. Have your antenna up and anticipate that some of these people are going to lose their shit, because they are. It's going to get worse. Beast mode is in full... Woo! I don't even know what you'd call it. Full steam ahead, I guess. Oh, you right, Spocky? Good boy. He just wants his bone, you know that he does. You right, have a little rest and then I'll give you a bone. They've been very good today, aren't they? It's a bit windy outside today, a bit breezy, so I had to shoot inside because you wouldn't hear me. All right, let's close our eyes, guys. We'll get started and we'll see what comes up. Oh, I'm getting now... we know it's the CV, immortal CV virus, but there's not been a great uptake, I don't think, this is personally, on the boosters. So now we're looking at the flu again. They're starting to push, get your flu jab, because the flu jab, if you think about it, is something that's very easy for them to manipulate. It's been around forever and a day. Seem to be very similar, CV and the flu, but people are more receptive to the flu jab. A lot of people are locked into getting the flu jab. So we might start hearing about get your flu jab. Could even be the flu and CV combined. They might have to drag the CV back over here connected to the flu somehow psychologically, that people will go and get their pickies in arms. We know how it goes. People are much more receptive to the the flu jab in the pickies than just the straight CV jab. And we know why. I keep saying it, guys. People are waking up. They know they all had their pickies, did all the right thing for the CV, and still got it anyway. They all got it. Some 3 and 4 times here in Australia. I know it's the same where you guys are living. Cheers, everyone. So I am getting that Spocker. He's trying to suck up to me. Really wants his bone. Look at this face. I'm going to have to show it to you. It's ridiculous. Look, the sook face. It does it every time. Oh, Spocky. He's a sookie. He knows how to pull at my heartstrings. Our pets. Oh, they play with our minds, don't they? Oh, and there's Sophie. Here you are. So I do feel that they're going to try and drag this connection together, the CV and the flu. They just won't give up the jab, They just won't give up the pickies. They know how it's the perfect way to control people and make Big Pharma still making all their money out of everything. Oh my God, it's so frustrating. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. So I do feel that there's going to be more spotlight put on the flu again because the CV is getting a little tiring. The immortal CV virus and all its lovely variants is getting a little tiring. And I'm sure you guys in the UK and that have got the new variant. Very scary, is it? Ezeri, I can't remember what it's called. I can never get it. There's that many variants, I can't remember all their names. But there hasn't been much uptake. They won't tell you that though. They'll tell you, oh yeah, people are really, getting jabbed, lining up, putting their masks on, all that. They'll tell you that. We know the news, mainstream media rather, lies. But apparently the uptake's not been great, which is a good thing. So they're going to focus back on the flu. We'll just get your flu jab. And you can get the flu and CV combined jab. What the hell's in that? Scary. Ooh. Anyway, not our issue, is it? Leave them all to it, guys. Leave them to it. But know that the uptake's not so great, which is really good because it means more people are waking up and turning their back on the crap that they're being fed. All right, let's keep going. I'm getting England. I keep getting England. It'd be London, UK, all the above. They're responding. I always get that you guys are going to protest and fight back. I've had it for ages, and I just have to say it because it keeps coming through. But I am getting that you guys are responding now. We know you've got Blade Runners taking down the cameras. What are they called? Ulis? Is it Ulis? I'm sorry, guys. I can't remember. Around all the lucky car tracking and all that sort of stuff. We know what it's about. I am getting that they're fighting back. They are. People are fighting back. Oh, it's so good over there. Finally, people are waking up in the UK. It's a miracle, guys. It's a miracle, but it is happening. Yay! People are making a stand. If it's not happening now, it's coming. And so these could even be your protests to your nurse strikes, your ambulance strikes, your doctor strikes, your everybody strikes. Protesting about money. See, they'll make it, I keep saying, they make things about money. But really, if you think about someone protesting about money, what they're protesting is about how unfair it all is. How unfair their little pay packet isn't equivalent to the government elites. So this is a good thing because it's highlighting to all of us that these people are now starting to see the imbalance of society. And now there's a double standard. Example, flying in your jets and you're not driving around in your lecky cars, all these government officials and elites, but they're forcing everybody else to have to get their solar panels, their lecky cars, all that stuff. People are seeing it, guys. That's what the protests are about. Anything about pay and wages and pay rises for cost of living is about, well, look here, for example, Elbow and all his plebs, it was even on mainstream news, don't know why, maybe they have to. Elbow got a $25,000 pay rise the other day, and all his plebs got like 10,000-15,000. Oh, what the little people and peasants and Lego people get? Oh, that's right, nothing. Oh, what a change. And that's just in Australia, so this is pretty much a global issue. I bet Trudeau's given himself some nice little pay rises. Anyway, let's keep going. Oh, guys, you've got to go check out on my Facebook page today. I shared to my Facebook page, Hippo in New Zealand. Isn't he becoming a thing? I keep saying he's a VIP, very important person out of the Mr. Men books. He thinks he's got it all going on, old Hippo. Go and listen to him on Clown Planet. This little video about him talking about mandates and how the jab will and people who are vaccine injured. And he keeps saying that no one was forced to get the jab. Oh, it was still their choice. Oh my God, they lie and lie and lie. You go check it out, guys. You won't even believe your ears. He's such a thing. He's getting a very big head and a big ego. And he's just saying, no, everyone had a choice. They didn't have to get it. What, so you just quit your job and have no income to feed your family? Is that sounds fair? And what other job were you going to do? Because everywhere else was pretty much mandated as well. They don't live in the real world, guys. They don't live in the real world like us. They don't have one clue. And he's saying there are things set up in the health industry to protect people from any injuries, medical injuries and all that. So, you know, he's trying to cover up. It's showing me the old rug again and sweep everything under the carpet. Nothing to see here, Hippo in New Zealand. Oh, we know how it goes as he keeps his low profile till after the vote. And then it'll be, whoa, just like Trudeau, flick out the red carpet and stomp on everybody. Bump, 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 bump in New Zealand. Go check that video out, guys. It's ridiculous. You'll see how big his head's getting. Because I watched it out of curiosity because it popped up on my feed and I thought, gee, is Hippo really getting a big head and sitting on his throne? You know how we get the Game of Thrones. But he actually is. Go check it out. Hippo's getting a very big VIP ego. All right. I'm getting England, and I'm getting in England. Oh, it's a bit about England today. I'm getting that things are dying a slow death in England. This would be small business. I'm seeing like coffee shops, al fresco dining, being just, it's showing me like empty shops, chairs all stacked up through the shop windows, cobwebs growing on everything. This is what I'm getting for parts of London, England, probably UK, spread even wider. I do feel like things are becoming like a ghost town in certain parts, not everywhere, but certain parts are becoming like a ghost town because things are becoming unaffordable. People can't afford the rents for their businesses and this kind of thing. So things are starting to shut down in England. This is mostly in England, but it would be filtering out to other suburbs, like other places in the UK as well. Things are becoming ghost towns because how can people recover? See, they got squished and squashed through the CV virus, that they couldn't make money, couldn't pay wages, had to sack people, and then they've had to put people on, and then they had to put the prices up because of the cost of living, as we know, blah, 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 electricity, food, transportation, all the things. And now they're being wiped out again, which we knew was a goal of the government. No surprises for us guys at all that this is happening, but I am seeing a lot of ghost towns now, and it's more around business. This is just more around very quiet streets that were once hustling and bustling are no longer. There might be one little shop that's succeeding and the rest are pretty much wiped out because the rents have got too high and the cost is too high to maintain. All right, let's see what else we got. God, I'm getting Australia. Lovely. You know how much I love reading Australia. Australia is the capital of funding. We may be getting a big funding boost. I'm thinking something's paying for all this. Hopefully it's not all our taxpayer money because I didn't approve for that. We're getting big kicks of funding. I would say it's from the WF, or it's from these like leaders. They're pouring a lot of money into Australia to implement things, and they're working hard at it. Oh my God. Could even be renewables. We are a trial. I always say that we've been a big giant guinea pig experiment, petri dish experiment down here in Oz, especially during the CV virus. I think everyone would admit that New Zealand and Australia were a couple of the testing grounds. We know Canada was, probably America too, a few others, UK. I think that's why I get them so much, because we've been the ones that have been like the pilot programs to see how everything unfolds. So I do feel like Australia's got a lot of funding to help with the narrative, to help roll out the narrative. I don't even know where Elbow is at the moment. He'd be jet setting off in his private jet somewhere around the world at another meeting, a very private meeting, selling us off to someone else. We know he has to China. He sold us off to BlackRock, China. Bill Gates. We've pretty much been sold off most of Australia, I'm guessing. Oh, God. And imagine if this land rights issue goes through, we're going to be sold off to even more foreign companies. All right. Oh, it's just not good, is it? But we're getting money poured in as well to help with these pilot programs in Australia. The funding capital. It's so weird because we've got no money. We're probably broke after the CV virus and how much Elbow spent on everything. What a total waste of money. Makes you so angry. And then they put all our rates up so we can all pay for it all. I know you guys are going through the same things. All right, hang on. Yeah, I'm getting China again, which is Canada here, if you're new, because it's like the small panda communist country. China is just going through the motions. I feel like people in China are just, it's showing me them on a bike, but it's an exercise bike. It's not a bike that's moving anywhere. It's just, you know, a bike that's just on a stand, and people are just doing this. They're just, it's that treading water, going nowhere. That's what I'm getting for Canadians. People are just going nowhere. They're just on an exercise bike. They're just on an exercise bike going nowhere. That's how most people feel. Probably not you guys if you're here on my channel, because we saw a lot of this coming. But for the people who've taken off their bubble denial suits and are looking now, they feel like they're going nowhere. And that's literally the truth. They're going nowhere. They're not making inroads with their housing payments. They can't get ahead. The cost of living is skyrocketing over there. There's not a lot to look forward to. So I do feel like people are just on an exercise bike. But it's not even that the bikes, it's not even like they're doing, what do you call those cycle classes where you go really fast and then you slow down, and then you go really fast and then you slow down. Those cycle classes, it's not even like that. It's just repetitive, like going round and round and round and round and round. And it's just boring. It's like if you were doing that in your lounge room and you're just looking at a wall on your exercise bike. It's not like going for a ride, out on a beautiful trail or something where you're enjoying it. No, people aren't enjoying it in Canada. They're not. Their lives are very repetitive and they feel like they're not going anywhere. And a lot of them are not going anywhere. Oh, it's so frustrating what he has done to your country. I know you guys air it to me all the time too. How did we get here? It's just nuts. How's this even happening to all of our lives? Oh my goodness. All right. And we still can't believe that people can't see it. It's as clear for us, isn't it? All right, hang on a minute. See if there's something to close with. It's showing us on the hill, guys. You know how lately I've been saying we're like these kids up on the hill, looking from afar, keeping ourselves protected and safe. But then we sort of went even further back when we were using the binoculars, guys, like way, way, way further on the hill. It actually reminds me of a scene from Mission Impossible, actually, where I think it's Tom Cruise flashes a mirror at the girl in the desert. There's a scene in there anyway. We're doing like these SOS signals with the mirror. And you think of the mirror, it shines a light. It's like a little beacon of hope, a beacon of light. Well, that's us. We're like SOSing people. We're Morse coding with this little mirror now to let people know where the light is. Come to the light. We're still sending signals to these sleepwalkers, people waking up. We're still flashing our bits of light to show them the way. See, people, they get lost. People get lost. Because they're not used to, and you've got to picture people waking up, they're not used to having to live from their senses. People, especially men, you think of men who have to get in touch with their feelings and their heart space, that's hard. Hard for a lot of women too. I'm not just saying men, but it is particularly hard for men to get in touch with their emotions because it's something that they do often bury, but women as well. But they're having to start to navigate life through their hearing, what they're sensing, what they're knowing, what their gut's telling them. And it's very different for these people. So they're looking for direction. So we're kind of up there shining that mirror so they can find their way. We're still shining that light. And you see, you've got to remember, guys, there's always this lag period I always talk about. And we don't do things from ego. We don't do it from ego. We genuinely want these people to see the truth and wake up. So their lives don't get ruined as well. Like we are, overall, we're very concerned people and know where this is headed. And we want people to start to, I guess, see it, just to see it, or to find their own strength and courage to fight it. So we're doing the little mirror work now, flicking the mirror so they can see there's some sort of SOS call. Well, it's not our SOS call, but we're showing them the way. We're still showing them the way. All right, let me see if there's anything else to close with today. I've got 2 dogs that are wanting a bone today. Hang on a minute. Oh, they're just saying to me, shine bright, little ones. There's like nothing to lose. But there's everything to gain by just shining our light brighter and brighter, and letting people see that we're just getting on with it. We're doing our own thing. We're not living in fear of lockdowns and fear of viruses and all this crap. People see it. People see it, guys. They do. We think they don't, but they do. They do see it. Because we're all still here, aren't we? Oh, my God. How's the lies? Oh, my goodness. Hang on. And then, of course, I've got to get that. Is it Debbie Boone's song? I think we got this the other week, didn't we? You light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. You light up my day. Well, that's us. We're lighting everything up. We're just lighting everything up by just being us. It's an energy. It's a radiation of energy, of bright light, of white light, of happiness. You know, it's a different vibrational frequency to fear, dread, anxiety. They're very different ends of the scale, aren't they, guys? So I'm getting that song. Hang on. God, the guides are saying to me now that I've got to tell you guys, this is a message for you guys, we have to stop hurting inside now. See, we keep calling out these ailments, aches and pains we're currently suffering, and a lot of us have sort of looked at the Louise L. Hay book, how it connects to your mind and your body parts. For example, knees are about moving forward, etc. Different things like backs can be burdens. We've got to really shed this stuff now. It's very important. In our process of moving forward. We know that it is. We've been talking about it for a while here, but it's very, very important that we acknowledge it and that we try to move it. We have to move it, guys. The guides keep saying that's where our focus needs to be, on moving. We called it the fragments, like fragments of glass in your body, like if you were in an accident or something, and sometimes it'll leave just little remnants of memory. It's that for us. It's the memory, little fragments of memory we've got to push through and move through our body and release it. That's what I'm getting. Hang on a minute. Oh, it's Bucket. Oh my God. Oh God. Sorry, guys. Dogs, you got to love them, haven't you? Talk about relaxed. And the guides are actually saying to me to also tell you to lift your spirit and to keep climbing to the top of the ladder of bravery. We've been brave all the way through this whole ridiculous process for the last 4 years. We've got to really try and make it to the top now, which I would say is getting to that 5th dimension. It's really crucial. We have to keep moving and staying in our bravery. The Braveheart Biker Freedom Fighter Rebels, BS detectors that we are, we have to stay in our strength and power and stay being brave. Don't give in. Don't give in. Don't get sucked in by these people who are feeling, well, beast-like. Don't get drawn into that. We have to stay very separated now. We have to really separate ourselves from that energy in order to keep climbing the ladder of bravery. Hang on. God, for some reason I'm getting that song. It's a Christmas one, actually. And it's that Band-Aid project. But it's a Band-Aid project about the world. In the world, let them know it's Christmas time. In the world. See, what that song's about to me and what it's significant is it's people coming together and fighting for a good cause. It was called Band-Aid Project, wasn't it? It was such a big hit, had all these really popular singers like coming together and using their vibration to sort of filter out into the world. And that's what the guides are saying to us. We're like that Band-Aid Project coming together. sending a frequency and vibration, but we're see, we're like the ones that ripped the Band-Aid off. If you think about it, like a couple of years ago, we ripped the Band-Aid off. And well, really, it was the Ottawa protesters, you guys out there in Canada, that ripped the Band-Aid off and exposed a lot of the truth, because we know it squeezed out the pus and the gunk and everything and highlighted it to the rest of the world. And Trudeau tried to shut it up, but he couldn't. So I'm getting that song, we're like the Band-Aid project. We've ripped all the Band-Aids off and we're exposing the dark depths of gunk and pus, we could call these global elites, that are trying to take over our world like a toxin, like a poisonous gunk is what you would call them. And we're like the Band-Aid project. That's the image I'm getting for us. We rip off the Band-Aids and expose the truths. Oh, that's so nice. I'm going to leave you with that song today. I really love that song. Let's go listen to it and realize, guys, that the energy en masse, I always talk about everyone coming together en masse, is what vibrates and permeates out and starts to wake people up. And then people get their courage up. It's like I keep saying, there's more and more vaccine injured people. There's more and more people waking up to the BS and garbage. We know there is. We share it all the time here on my channel with each other. And thank you for that, guys, and your feedback. Hey, guys, just before I go, don't forget, if you've got any more questions to ask my girlfriend tomorrow, we're doing a video tomorrow, Liliana Riven. Her book is Finding Stillness on Amazon. If anyone's interested, it's pink with a lotus on the front. I'll be chatting to her tomorrow. We'll go through a few of the question and answers and see what we all sort of come up with. She might have some new info to share with us, some on your animals and some about vibration and the ascension process as well. So stay tuned for that. Look out for it. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Don't forget, like buttons, subscribe, and please comment. I love hearing from you guys. It's great to know what's going on in different parts of the world. Look, I'll say goodbye from Sophie. There she is. Oh, you just got the tail. Say goodbye, Sophie. And goodbye from Sprocket. He's ready for his bone. And I will talk to you tomorrow with Liliana. Take care, everybody, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.